Good morning, or good afternoon, or whatever time of day it is in your area. I'm Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. Today I'm going to talk about ChromeOS 1.11. ChromeOS 1.11 has been out for a couple of weeks now, so you should have this automatically loaded on your Chromebook. Remember, if you're a lid closer like I am and don't actually turn it off, you'll need to turn your computer off and back on to make sure that the update gets installed. If you turn your computer off at night, no problems, it'll automatically be installed for you. So have a look. We've done lots of videos on how to check what version you're in, but check your version and see if you have ChromeOS 1.11. In this video, I have a special presentation for you. We're going to talk about 3 new features coming to the future of the Chrome OS. This is very interesting for us following each monthly change in the Chrome OS. And then we're going to follow this up with 4 new features of Chrome OS 1.11. So in 2011, 12 years ago, when I bought my first Chromebook, the Chrome operating system was very different. We, of course, had a Chrome browser, which we used in Windows, but then there was this new thing called a Chromebook, and we had an operating system that was called Chrome OS, and in that operating system, we had a Chrome browser. The Chrome browser back then was very different than it is now. The menuing system was totally different than the Chrome browser that we had in Windows. So the Chrome browser in Chrome OS was baked in. It was part of the operating system and integral to the Chromebook. So when the Chrome browser, which we use for Windows, got updated, it often would be updated many times before ultimately the Chrome OS that we had on our Chromebooks would get updated, and in that update came the changes to the Chrome browser, which of course had been present for quite a while on the Windows version. This indeed was a big problem, and over the years Google tried to make this update time between the Chrome browser on Windows and our Chrome OS a lot shorter. And over the past few years, Google has changed the menuing system so that the menuing system in the Chrome browser in our operating system is now exactly the same as it is with the Windows browser. So they are now the same. As we've talked about this last year, they have also increased their update schedule so that the versions of the Chrome browser in Windows equals and matches the Chrome browser that is baked into our Chrome OS on the Chromebooks. So we're getting pretty close. It's looking like it's very similar. They have agreed to upgrade our Chrome OS monthly to keep up with the monthly upgrades of the Windows Chrome browser. So we're pretty good. Everything seems to be matching. The menus are the same. The updates are coming the same in each month. So what is about to change? And here's a very interesting look into the future. So I want to talk about a developers conference that occurred in January of 2023. I'll put the link in the bottom so you can replay it if you want. But in the developers conference, there was a session run by a man by the name of Demian Renzulli. And he is the lead software development engineer on the Chrome OS development team. So let me tell you 3 things that are coming in the next 24 months to the Chrome OS that I think you'll find very interesting. But the first thing I want to talk about is channels, and we haven't talked a lot about that before, so I want to show you what a channel is on your Chromebook. So let's have a look at this. All right, let's have a look at channels. You'll see my cursor here. We're going to take the cursor on my Chromebook and come down to the bottom right here. Let's click this, and you'll see this menu comes up. We're going to come up now, and we're going to click Settings. let's come over and we're going to come way over here to the left, down to Chrome OS. Click this, and this of course brings up this menu here. Now this tells you, of course, what version of Chrome OS you have. I'm on 1.11, which we know, but I'm going to come down way down to the bottom to additional details. We've gone through these other features in past editions, but we're going to come down to additional details, what we haven't talked about before. Let's click this. And now we're going to see channel. Okay, this is interesting. We're going to talk about this. And this is also where we can find out about how long our Chromebook is going to get security updates. And you'll see mine is available until June of 2024. So let's come up to channel. We're going to talk about this now. And we're going to see what changing the channel means. Let's click this. And now you'll see we have three options. We have the stable channel, which we are on, and all of you will be on the stable channel. We have the beta channel, which I'll talk about in a minute. Of course, we have the developer channel, and this, of course, is unstable. Now, if I wanted to change and go to the beta channel, I would click this button. It then would reload a different version of the Chrome operating system. It would be the beta version. So before changing your channel, it's very important that you back up your data to make sure it's safe. Changing the channel will require a reboot of your Chromebook. So let's go back and look at the stable channel. Over the past year, we've talked a lot about new features coming out in the Chrome operating system in the stable channel. But I've showed you how that you can get some of the features through a menu system called flags, and you'll see that up top. You simply type that link into your browser, and that opens up all the developmental applications on your Chrome OS that they're working on. And you can actually toggle these on and off. Pretty cool. So we're able on the stable channel to turn these features on and off through this flag menu system. A good example of that in the past year has been that great feature with the pop-out calendar. This was a game changer for me. It was really missing in the Chrome OS. So now we have that in the stable channel. I'm so excited. But we had that 6 months before everybody else because I showed you how to turn that on in the flags menu in the stable channel. Well, if you go to the beta channel, then that would have been there all that time and you wouldn't have to turn it on with the flag because the beta channel has all the applications that will be in there for the next release. So that's an option for you. It's a good one, and you certainly can do that. The worrisome part is, though, that you might really like something in the beta channel and it just doesn't make it to the final release. Then, of course, we have the developers channel. Now, they said that's unstable. Well, that's not really true. It's very stable, but the problem is that a lot of the applications that are developed will never make it to the final cut, so to speak. And if you really like something, it just may not get there. So usually with the beta channel, most of the stuff gets through to the final version. So you can play with this, choose your choice. And let me tell you about a change that is occurring though. So here is the first change that's going to occur. I want you to look at this image that was taken from the developers conference. And you'll see on the graph that you'll see the stable channel 4-week cycle updates all the way to August of 2023. In fact, if you go specifically to the Google site, it will tell you exactly what the time and date of these updates and releases are. I sort of thought they used to just make them up when it was done, but no, it's actually quite an impressive schedule they have. Well, the change that's going to occur are 2 new channels. There's going to be the long-term candidate channel and the long-term stable channel. And these are for developers because one of the problems developers were having was that when you change the operating system each month, you have to keep going back to test it each month if you're working on a project. This created a lot of difficulty for application developers. So now they're going to have two new channels that the operating system will be stable either on a 3-month basis or a 6-month basis, so they can actually work on development of applications. So you'll be seeing this. I don't have this yet. This is a new feature that's coming out, and you might find that, and that's 2 additional channels. Now, the second feature I want to talk about is a huge one, and this is an architectural change in the Chrome OS. And let me explain what this is going to be. Remember, we talked about earlier that the Chrome browser is baked into the Chrome operating system in Chrome OS. You understand that. We've talked about it many times. Well, this is all going to change. And the Chrome browser in the Chrome OS will be separated, and it will be an independent app. In other words, it'll be no longer baked into the Chrome operating system. I suspect this will be an enormous advantage because probably the Chrome app that we use on a Windows PC will be the same one that we'll be using on the Chromebook. So they won't have to recreate it each month. It likely will be a PWA, which will be a progressive web app. And that will lead into my next topic. But we've already seen signs of this change. You'll see that, of course, Zoom only has a PWA now that works on your Chromebook. Any other apps in the web store are all gone, and the only one now for Zoom is your PWA. The other one, of course, is the recently released Microsoft Office 365, which, of course, is a PWA for the Chrome operating system. We'll be talking more about that in a future edition. But these are all changes that have occurred, which will lead me into the third and final big change that's coming. So the third and final feature I'd like to talk about are the Chrome apps on your Chromebook. On your Chromebook, we have really 2 types of apps. We have apps that have been specifically designed for your Chromebook that you probably found in the Chrome Web Store. You also have, of course, Android apps that work on your phone, and you found those in the Play Store, and these are now running on your Chromebook. That's great. That was a great feature that was brought in, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. So those are the type of apps that you have on your Chromebook. But what is changing is the apps that are specifically designed for your Chromebook will be all going away, and these will be replaced by progressive web apps. In fact, you will never have apps per se on your Chromebook anymore. They will all be progressive web apps or extensions to the Chrome browser. There will be no more apps specifically designed for your Chromebook. As I said, we've already seen examples of this with Microsoft's new product and, of course, Zoom. And you'll find that all of the apps that you have will be replaced slowly over the next 2 years with PWAs or extensions. I suspect you'll probably still be able to use your Android apps from the Play Store. All changes that are occurring slowly over the next 24 months. So that's a glimpse into the next 24 months of changes that are coming to Chrome OS. Now let's look at 4 new or updated features you'll find in your operating system. In Chrome OS 1.10, Autocomplete Redesign. The Chrome OS launcher is a powerful tool that helps users unearth applications, documents, search queries, and more. Chrome OS 1.10 refines the launcher's search capabilities with better auto-completion, more defined search results, and improved keyboard selection. Let's check out how this works on my Chromebook. So on my Chromebook, you'll see here we have my mouse. We're going to come down to the bottom, which is the shelf. We're going to come along the shelf to the little button on the left-hand side, and this is called the launcher. If you hover over it, you'll see a little sign that comes up. Where are we here? That says launcher, and we now click this, and this is going to bring up our launcher. If you look at the top, this is the search. If you come down here, you can see your apps. But if you were going to look at the search application within the launcher. So if we click here, I'm going to add 3 words, 3 letters, and CHR. Now, those 3 letters is going to do searching on your Chromebook. And the first thing you're going to see here is best match. So it's going to sort of try and find what I'm looking for based on those 3 letters. And this is its guesstimate of the first 3 things that probably I'm looking for. It's going to try and read my mind. And then it's going to come down. It's also going to think, well, maybe he also wants a website. So it's going to come down and it's going to look based on those 3 letters. As you can see, the first 3 letters are highlighted. It comes down and these are the 3 websites that it is thinking I'm going to look for. It also is wondering about files. Maybe these are files that I've recently opened. And as I come down here, you'll see that it's selected those files for me. And that's all based on these 3 letters, CHR, that I've just typed in the search. So try this in your launcher. This is a very powerful tool, and it's improved in ChromeOS 1.1.0. Keyboard diagnostics. Building on the ChromeOS Diagnostic System web app, the diagnostic tool that comes pre-installed on ChromeOS now gives users the ability to manually test connected keyboards. In the diagnostic app, you will now find a keyboard tab. When launched, you can test each and every key on the keyboard to make sure the device is registering keystrokes. Currently, this tool does not appear to work with keyboards connected via Bluetooth. Let's have a look on my Chromebook. So to find the diagnostic app, we're going to come down and again launch the launcher, and we're going to search diagnostic, and we're going to find this, and here the app is right here. It's actually on your Chromebook in the app section. You can certainly find it looking in your apps. So let's click this and bring up our diagnostics. And you'll see now we have a keyboard. Let's click the keyboard. And my keyboard is a built-in keyboard that came with my Chromebook. You may want a different keyboard. You may like a keyboard you're used to with usual keys. The keyboard of a Chromebook that is built in is often a little bit different. So let's see how we can test the keys to see which keys go where. So let's bring up, we're going to click, so this says built-in keyboard. We're going to test this, so we're going to click this, and this brings up my, my keyboard. So as I tap, let me take the number. If we come down here to the letter Z, I'm going to click Z on my keyboard, and it shows me as I touch the Z key, it highlights it on the test, which means it's working perfectly. Let's come up to T. I'm going to click T, and I can see now that it works perfectly on my keyboard. And you can go through the various keys on your keyboard to ensure that they map correctly to the keys that on your Chromebook. And to escape, you hit Alt, and to leave, you hit Alt Escape. And when you're finished, you can click Done. And that is the new keyboard mapping test feature on ChromeOS 1.1.0. Another feature I'd like to show you is closed captioning in your Chrome browser. I have mine turned on, so let me show you how this works. I'm going to open my Chrome browser, and we're going to go to a YouTube video that I have, but this could be any media that's played within your Chrome browser. So let's just go to YouTube, and I'm going to open a video that I have. Let's pick one. Well, here's one by a fella by Norbert Gostisha. All right, let's see what he has to say. We're going to click on this video, and we're going to play this. And of course, he has the video starts, and you'll see down below that closed captioning is available, and it plays at the bottom. And you'll see as he's talking, the closed captioning is reading along underneath the video. So let me show you how to set this up. Let's go out of this now. We're going to come down to our menu again, bottom right-hand corner on the shelf. We're going to come over here to the right side. We're going to click this. Let's go to settings. And on the right side, the left side, we're going to come over to personalization. And we're going to come down, keep going down, 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 down. And we're going to come to accessibility. And we're going to come right down to audio and captions. Let's click this. And as we come down, we're going to see caption preferences. Customize caption size style for live caption. Some apps and sites will also be using this setting. So as we come down now, we can completely customize this. So you saw the settings that were on my Chrome browser. We can choose the text size. So if we want the size to be very small, we can make, oh, I can't see that. Let's make it really large. We'll make it very large, and that would pretty much cover the whole screen. But if you have trouble with your vision, this would be a big benefit for you. We'll go back to recommended. Then we can also change the font. And again, you have lots of different fonts to choose. If you want to change the font, you can certainly do that. You can also change the color. If we come down here, maybe we want it blue. Well, that doesn't look very good. Maybe white. There you go. That's probably better. We can also do text opacity. We can make it transparent. Oh, you can't see it. But you certainly can change these around and figure out what works best for you. We can also add a text shadow to make this raised. We can also change the background. The default is, of course, black, but we could maybe change the back of it to red. We could also change the background opacity to transparent, and then, of course, you wouldn't see the red. So you can change all these preferences for your captions. So this is live caption, and this is through anything played through your Chrome browser. It could be news reports, if you're in a news service and you were playing this through your Chrome browser, you would have closed captioning. It really works very well. Try it. Give it a try. It's pretty cool. Google Chrome OS 1.11 has begun its rollout to users around the globe. This fast pairing is very exciting. In case you didn't know, Fast Pair gives you the ability to quickly pair compatible Bluetooth devices with just a single click on your device. The technology's been around on Android devices since its launch with the Pixel 2 back in 2017. With the Bluetooth enabled on your Chromebook, you simply have to turn on your compatible Bluetooth device, and your Chromebook should prompt you to connect to the device with one click. Note that your Chromebook does need to support background scanning. As with any fast pair device, you will now be able to quickly move your earbuds or audio device between your different hardware with ease. Well, it's Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. Hopefully you've enjoyed a peek into the next 24 months of changes to the Chrome operating system. As well, today I've shown you 4 new features that are either updated or new features in your Chrome OS. If you like this video, we'd sure appreciate a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, you know the subscribe thing. Okay, till we see you again next, have a great day.